You're now tuned into STWF TV, the Parlay Perspective. The Parlay Perspective.
Five, four, three, two, one.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Coach Lee. Happy Monday to you. Hope you had a great weekend. Welcome to the Parlay Perspective. We're back at it like we're mad at it as always. Hopefully the guys will start following in here. We are a all-black podcast, so you know we're going to be late, with the exception of Jake. But we're back up in this bad boy. Hopefully everybody had a great weekend. I know your boys certainly did. Got a lot of topics to cover with you tonight, from WNBA to NBA to NHL to MLB, the NCAA football, and of course, some NFL. So let's see what we got in here. Yes, Dale, we are talking basketball tonight. And also, as a bonus tonight, make sure you stay with us after this particular podcast. We're going to do a review of the Hulk Hogan documentary on Netflix. So if you're interested in that, make sure you hang out afterwards or look us up. It's going to be another show link, of course, but come hang out with your boys. Let's see what we got here tonight. WNBA.
Hey, everyone. It's great to be here with you. Sounds like we've got a...
Oh, I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. Let's see. So as far as the WNBA updates this week, we got major roster cuts that are going on as far as team moves. League-wide roster cuts are underway. Teams are getting down to the 12-player rosters, plus developmental slots for the 2026 season. Notable cuts already. Haley Van Lith of the Chicago Sky and several other rookies across the league. You know, WNBA is not like the NBA. You know, you can get drafted and still not make the team. Okay.
Absolutely.
What's up, Jiggity Jake?
What's happening? I got a treat just for Coach, since he seems to be the one that's here right now and no one else.
The whole lineup of scores.
Are you ready for this?
So let's get to it.
I officially am back to being on camera full time.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
I don't know. That's for you to decide. I've got my chair finally. I've got a desk to sit on again. The Duke flag is up and proud. The Edelman jersey's over there. And for some reason, my PlayStation's on. I didn't realize it. But yeah, I'm here. I'm on camera. A new setup. Everybody's unfortunately going to have to deal with my face from now on.
We all love your adorable face, Jake. I see you. I see you. Looking like a professional and all.
Hey, I'm trying here. I'm trying to do something. See, the whole reason that Duke flag's up is because you had an old setup that was fantastic, with all your stuff behind you, all the marathon tags, everything, the Texas show. I'm like, you know what? I'm putting my damn Duke flag back up.
You did say you like that look.
It was the best one that I think I'd ever seen. This one ain't bad. I like the background you got now. Don't get me wrong. But that background where you had that whole cabinet in the back with all that stuff, top tier.
So do I need to go back to that? I still got it.
Hey, if you want
I'm actually fixing it now.
unless you like how you got your setup now, which I don't hate at all. It's up to you. It just looks cool. It's neat seeing all the stuff you got. That's it.
Well, just so you know, the marathon tag you tell you, that wasn't from my fat butt. That was from my youngest daughter. What's up, Chili Will?
He said, I ain't doing no marathon. Yeah, you catch me running, you should run too. Like something chasing me. I promise.
Oh, apparently I have a visitor. Hold on.
Okay.
What you want?
What you want?
Did you just say, why do I have a podcast? Don't I podcast every Monday, woman?
Yeah, but why do you do a podcast?
Because I have friends that I like to talk sports with.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, sweetheart. You had your fun. Have a good one.
Bye.
Bye. My daughter.
He almost got stuck in the endless loops of whys. He didn't.
What?
But why?
I don't know. Just shut the door. See, this is why I don't go on camera. These shenanigans happen.
You got a new camera, Jay?
No, this is just the iPad.
Okay, let the camera move with you. I'm like, I see you.
I hate it.
Yeah.
I was using it with Will the other day when I was testing out the new layout and everything,
So
testing the audio, and I'm like, I don't know how to turn it off. I walked over there.
It follows them all around the room.
Okay.
Hey,
All right. So I got feedback on your lighting.
yes.
Your first lighting, the first one you had, you look like a streamer. Your second lighting, you look like a hostage. This lighting,
This?
this is hostage lighting. I just want to.
Well, see, this is like a legit.
Where's your newspaper?
This is hold on. This is the best I got.
There it is.
That's it. That's it. I got drawers in this desk too, Coach. Unlike that last desk. That last desk, I got a filing cabinet. It sucked. No, Will, this is a legit desk lamp. The other one was a nightstand lamp. That was the problem.
Okay.
I'm telling you, that nightstand lamp had.
Will, if you look closely, what's that?
It's your play. Oh, is that a Spidey?
That's you.
Oh, okay, yeah. So it's my account. Okay, I thought that was a Spidey.
I forgot the PlayStation was on, and I'm too lazy to turn it off.
Man, it was stopping my page.
I'm about to say, Will he just logged into everybody's accounts.
Yeah.
You still logged into my Xbox here.
I just set up shop everywhere.
I'm like, he'll be back.
He'll be bad. Let's go.
But we're talking about the WNBA. They had actual roster cuts. They're finalizing the rosters for the 2026 season. Is it Haley Van Lith or Van Light?
Yeah, Haley Van Lith. But you got cut again.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, she had like a weird spiral from like star shooter to playing out of position at LSU to moving to TCU. Wasn't that her TCU?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then getting to the league, and then like I don't know, man. I feel like that whole LSU. It's funny because you can point to her LSU stop as what has started to fuck up her career. It started at LSU because they made her play out of position.
Because she was an absolute dog at Louisville, and then the decline happened at LSU because she lost that.
They changed her position.
Exactly.
They made her a point guard.
Yeah, and then was able to pick it back up lightly at TCU, and then went into they kept her in Chicago because she had gotten injured. They wanted to see what else she could do, and they might have liked their draft pick Gabriela Jaquez a little bit better for the defensive reasons because Van Lith is an offensive player, not much defense. So that's just where the cut because they play the same position.
What up, Mizzo? What up, Kendall? Shut up, Dale.
Oh, Mizzo up in here? I miss Mizzo? Oh, Mike. I'm thinking about Wizzo.
Oh, yeah. Mizzo, not Wizzo.
Big Mike.
That's the problem with our culture's nicknaming system. There's too many similarities.
I know, right?
Yeah,
so,
then I'm just Jake.
So we got two expansion teams. Just Jake. Got the Portland Fire and the Toronto Tempo. Now they are shaping their inaugural rosters. Okay. So we see how that goes to follow that. Now, the far too early WNBA preseason power rankings. The Aces open the season ranked number 1.
There.
Obviously, because they re-signed Miss Wilson. And then the New York Liberty remained number 2. Even though Sabrina is she had an MRI following the preseason ankle injury, so it's we don't know the results of that yet, the severity of it.
Yeah,
but a surprising number 3. Who you guys think it is?
Man, I hope it's the Wings.
Dallas Wings.
I wish. Indiana Fever.
Oh, that made more sense. Duh.
They got a healthy Caitlin. And she's appeared in all the preseason games so far. So that's our top 3 of the way too early preseason power rankings. How y'all feeling about the top 3?
Fever gonna need some help. Kate, we're gonna need some real help, but Look, if she's on the court, you got a chance. That's how that goes.
That's true.
You know, she easily takes over a game, but at the same time, they were able to bring back Hall. They brought back Cunningham. Kelsey Mitchell got signed for the long term. Who, if Ajay Wilson is the best player in the WNBA, Kelsey Mitchell is the best skilled player in the game. Is the best skilled player in the game.
What just happened?
Oh, you missed it.
Miss
I
Sterling.
missed it. Damn it! What up? My dog Sterling.
You know, so they've got Kelsey Mitchell on that team too, and
He's a walking bucket, 20 points per game,
They went out and
3.5 assists. Yeah.
Hey, yeah, shout out Cincinnati representing Kelsey Mitchell. Anyway, yeah, and then they
No, she went to Ohio State. That's why he stirs.
No, she was from Cincinnati. She went to NCH. She's a dog. But yeah, no, it's just they're good. They have a good roster, and they went out and got a little depth, so I can see why they're at number 3. But like Will said, she's going to need help. These cast of characters are going to have to come together, and instead of it just being Caitlin and Mitchell, they're going to need everyone to come together and be able to play defense all at the same time.
They also went out and got rookie Raven Johnson.
Yeah, and she's a defensive stud.
Also from South Carolina, so that's going to go well next to Aaliyah Boston, who's also South Carolina. Yeah, all you got to do, man, stack your team with South Carolina players. They also have Taisha Harris from South Carolina. Have them South Carolina girls. And they got UCLA on there.
There's going to be another one. The hell? There's going to be another one coming out next year.
Who's that?
Chloe Kitts. She's another 6'4" forward that can play the 5 if need be in the W for sure. She was out this year with a knee injury, but she'll be back at it like she's mad at it next year, trying to get a championship since they lost this year.
They also have guard Kayetta Taylor, who has 1 year experience, so she's not a rookie, but she has no stats. Did she not play at all last year, I'm guessing?
I don't think she did.
Yeah, she must have been hurt or something. But yeah, man, the team's going to be problematic. It's going to be a fun season, I think, especially with Paige getting some help from her booski.
Her work wife.
And home wife.
No, the Dallas Wings went out and got 2 bigs, which is a huge, huge need. And then you got 3 guards that are going to be on the court at once, with one playing 3, who's probably going to be Enrique, which is fine. She's a dog. And then I think AZ can shoot, but I think Paige is a better sharpshooter. I think AZ is going to be playing the 1, and they're going to slide Paige over to the 2. But obviously, they can both ball handle just fine. Oh, this is going to get fun, Will.
Oh, I don't think look, I'll go as far as saying hell no to that. There's no way you take Paige off the ball. Look, I know because of the shooting. What you said about the shooting is right. Doesn't matter. Now, that doesn't mean that they both won't play someone. But your starting point guard on that team will always be Paige. Like, AZ gonna, because she already kind of started playing a little too last year at Connecticut. So, like, they're already, like, prepared.
Yeah, well, because they had, a Kiki playing the 1, right?
Right. And so I think that's what. But to speak to what your point really spoke to is that they will always, if they want to, and they manage their minutes right, they will always have one of the best ball handlers in the league on the floor at all times. That is amazing. Like, I don't know how many fever games you caught, but whenever Caitlin comes off the floor, the offense is a little staler. Like, that's not going to happen to the Wings, I don't believe, because you'll just slide the other one over, and then bam, you still have an elite ball handler. And so, that team's also kind of built like, you remember that crazy not Villanova, although Villanova kind of had it too. But
Villanova did have it with Brunson, DiVincenzo.
No, the Cuse team that had Randy Foy. No, that's Villanova. The Cuse team that had D. Brown, Deron Williams, and who was the third person? No, that was Illinois' team. Yeah, not Cuse. Illinois had Deron Williams, D. Williams, Luther Head. Deron Williams, D. Is it also D? No, he wasn't a Williams. This is all over the place at this point now. And Luther Head. But they had like a 3-headed monster. All of them could handle the rock. All of them could shoot. That's kind of how this team looks like. They got 3 girls at the front of who could all run the 1. Yeah, D. Brown. Thank you. That messed me up. My brain was like, it's not D. Brown. He's a Celtic. But no, he was another D. Brown. That's right.
You were working though. So coach is having technical difficulties.
Yeah,
I did not.
figured it out.
I did not get a rundown of the show, but
It's cool. We can riff.
normally our next topic of the day is the NBA, and I guess we can talk about your Celtics.
Yeah, we got a terrorist I got to deal with first.
Well, please do. Yeah, no, I didn't get a rundown of the show, but I know normally right at the W, we talk about the NBA. We had 2 Game 7s yesterday between the Detroit Pistons and the Orlando Magic. The Orlando Magic somehow give up a 3-1 lead in the series.
Yeah.
This was almost going to be the second worst number 1 seed in the NBA playoffs, but they were able to escape. And then it was Toronto and Cleveland, which Cleveland started slow, finished very fast, and was going to be the clear-cut winner of that. But I think that Toronto team is young, doing nothing but getting better. We say this every year, Will, about the Magic, that they're young and getting better. When are they going to piece it together? When they stop getting injured?
I'll tell you when it starts, or when it's going to have to start, and that is literally next season, because they just fired their coach. I'm hearing rumors of possibly Tibbs going there, which would make them almost immediately a really good defensive team. He knows how to coach defense, and he has a bunch of young athletic guys there to play with. I think that they would easily become one of the better defensive teams in the league. But they may have to move some pieces, man. They may have to move some things around, because, for being honest, I don't know. Like I've said this before, even about my Celtics, and they proved me wrong, but that this team is young and talented. I don't know if all their games fit together, though. I think you have 2 forwards who both need the ball in their hands to be truly effective. And
you're talking about Franz and Paulo?
Yeah. And also, Paulo had himself, like, you look at the numbers and you're going to be like, it's a solid year. But it's a regression. In a year that he should have took a big step forward, he regressed. His game was not as good. He was not efficient at all. And frankly, it just was kind of like a bull in a china shop, like not a lot of finesse, none of that. So his game needs to evolve a lot. His shot needs to get better. His work off the dribble needs to get better. I'm not sure that duo is the duo that's going to do it.
I think Franz and Bane could do just fine, and you have a great ball handler in the front court with his name, Jalen Suggs. And then all you need, I think they're doing fine at big, though. They're doing fine at the big position. They got good backups too. Paolo, it's hard to move off of him because he was their number 1 pick, I believe.
But then your 3 best players are 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Paolo, he's gonna go somewhere. Look, if it ever happens that Giannis does go on the market, Orlando, even though he's basically said he wants to go to New York, but like if he goes, but Orlando they have to be one of the people that will make a call, because they have a lot to offer. And first and foremost will be Ben Carroll, most likely. Could you imagine? You slide Giannis into that team, then he has Franz, he has Suggs, he has Anthony Black if he stays, he has Bane. That's a dangerous team.
That's a huge front court and an athletic team.
And then if you do go grab Tibbs as the coach, they defend unbelievably. So that'd be scary.
So how y'all feel about Mosley being fired?
I feel look, we're always gonna feel like, would a different crayon get a little bit longer of a leash? Maybe. But if we're being honest, his team like underachieved this year. They're supposed to be the Hornets jumped off the screen this year. Right. That was supposed to be what Orlando was. They should be ahead of the Hornets, and they doesn't really seem necessarily like they are.
Okay, fair enough. Jill already talked about well, even before we get to that, what do you think was a crucial point where, even though they was hanging in there, but I feel that last 3-4 minutes of the second quarter is what ultimately did Orlando in. They just
they let it slip, and I think it sent them into the locker room
defeated.
defeated,
Yeah.
and that's a hard thing to get up on a team that much is one thing, then to give it up, but then to come back out and try to get back up, like that's, I don't know. Yeah, I think you're right. I think that last couple minutes before the half kind of disenchanted them for sure.
Fair enough. Okay. You already talked about your Celtics?
We did not talk about my Celtics choking away a 3-1 lead. We only talked about Orlando doing that. We didn't have to bring it up. Thanks for that. But yeah. Look, Tatum wasn't out there. I would really hope that we can put to bed this nonsense that Jalen's better than Tatum, or that, we don't need a second star. Like, nah, like, yo, and all this dumb shit. And then I hear people, so like, how we just talked about like who Orlando might trade if they didn't shake it up. I hear people talk about trade Tatum, not Jalen, and I don't understand how people who watch basketball can say something like that. If you are going to trade one of these guys, it's definitely Jalen. We just watched him down the stretch of a game 7 that they were in, despite them not playing well, come down the court, fumbling the ball, and missing clutch shots that were wide open. Like, bro, I do not want to hear this Jaylen Brown shit no more. He is a great player. He is a great player. He is not Jason Tatum. Okay. And if it comes time to trade a guy, and you're gonna have it's him, it's not Tatum. You guys are nuts. And that's me saying that despite an Achilles injury. Like, even with that, you don't trade Jason Tatum. He's one of the best scorers this game's ever seen. And just he can do so much. Like, I don't understand. Like, how can people watch Jaylen Brown dribble the ball and be like, that's the one of the two guys you gotta? I don't understand that at all. It drives me nuts. But anyways,
is he on a max deal?
Yeah. So like, if we were to trade for Giannis, people keep trying to say, well, at least try to keep Brown and Tatum and trade anyone else. Like, I'm pretty sure you physically cannot do that with the way the contracts work. To get Giannis, that Jaylen Brown contract has to be in it, almost for sure. So,
no, last year, I was definitely, when I was talking to Will about it, I said, I don't think you get rid of Jaylen Brown. He's coming off of a tournament MVP this all year. I even thinking about it still, he's coming off of, in my opinion, an MVP type season. But you saw exactly everything you needed to see in this series.
Mm-hmm.
They should have taken it, no problem. Shouldn't have been an issue. Yet they fall in a 3-1 lead, right? Will, they were up 3-1.
Yeah,
they were up 3-1. And when it comes down to the stretch, they need Jaylen Brown to show up. It's game 7. Your Batman or your Robin, however you look at it, is out, and you go out onto the court and you're scoreless and can't do anything for the last 7 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
You're not the guy. You're not even the 2 guy.
No, he's 2 guy.
It was pitiful. I'm sitting there texting Will, hoping that he's not behind me. Like, your team.
I was, and I stopped reading them. I was, but I stopped reading them. But I knew it was coming, bro.
I was like, this team can't buy a bucket, and they're open. And I saw this guy literally miss a wide open layup. What is going on?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It was the most pitiful display of basketball I've ever seen. I'm not trying to kick Will while he's down, because I know he agrees. Watching that, my eyes were finally open. I'm like, a change needs to happen. There's no reason they shouldn't have been in the conference finals. They should have beat the Sixers. There's no excuse that they should have beat the Knicks. They should have been in the NBA championship game. Maybe. It's just, it was the worst display of basketball I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's rough. But yeah. Look, I would only ever move Jalen for somebody like Giannis, and maybe even that I'm not even 100% sold on. That being said, look, they already won one together, bro. It's just, I think what happened this year is playing by himself, Jalen got way too happy with that shit. And then when Tatum came back, I told people, everyone looked at the numbers and like, he's fine. Maybe his skill is fine because he's still a great player. But you could tell full confidence wasn't back yet, and he was passive. He was real passive with the rock. He passed a lot. Now, he got buckets too. It's not like he can't score. He still scored. But yeah, I think they should stay, keep them both. But I'll tell you this, Derek White might have to go. Because I'm tired of every fucking season there being a stretch of like 20 to 30 games. And sometimes in the playoffs where he just can't, he suddenly just forgets how to shoot a basketball. And then we hear the same fucking story where, oh, Derek White spent extra time with his shooting coach in the gym this week, working on elevating his shot more, putting more arc in his shot. Like, how is that still a problem? It's the same problem every time. You let your shot get flat over time. Stop. Shoot the goddamn basketball. Work on that. You're only here to shoot and defend, bro. So I think he's gonna be gone. And I think we love him, but I think we're gonna realize that, like, Lil P Rabbit, Pritchard, he's a much better player when Tatum's on the court. Or when he's already hot from Tatum being on the court. Or hot from, like, you know, having a bulk of the shots. Because, like, he disappeared in that game, too. Derek White is a new Marcus Smart. Beloved when it's going well and villainized when it's going bad. Yeah. And also jacking up shots when your shot's not falling and not having your shot fall. That's also very, very Marcus Smart. So I agree.
But then other teams know at that point when no one can hit a shot, all they got to do is guard Sam Hauser and it's over.
I love that he thought Sam Hauser was somebody that anyone worries about.
He's the only other guy on the court that can shoot when you get all the other guys that can't shoot.
Yeah, and he's also streaky as hell. He's not even – he's funny. But anyways, my Celtics were out. We had a better year than anyone expected, so I don't think a lot of people are crazy disappointed.
That is true. That is true.
This team was supposed to be – it's supposed to be a holdover year or just like a down year, a bridge year because our best player was out. And again, fucking beating his punk ass refs. Donnie, he was right.
Hey,
yeah, I don't know if you got, y'all friends with Michael Bailey. You see him post he might have posted it in a chat room though. I don't think he posted it on his timeline. I'm not sure, but he posted like an apology, like y'all need to be apologizing to my man Donnie, the ref who was gambling. Remember, he wrote a book about how, like, this is a thing that refs do, that they control games and shit. And Mike has never, ever relinquished from that.
Hey, Will, at least your team didn't get swept.
Yeah, well, that's not what we do, though. That's what you guys do.
That hurts.
It does.
Semifinals start tonight, if I'm not mistaken. You got the Knicks and Sixers tonight. And the Spurs and T-Wolves.
Really, Coach? Really?
He made the playoffs.
My bad, Jakester.
What you call me?
Jakester?
Sorry, I'm just crying in the corner.
No need. At least I had a chance, Jake. At least you had a chance.
As I said, at least our teams were in the playoffs. Hint, hint.
We've been talking. We've been talking drafts since Christmas. But the Knicks are a 7.5-point favorite. Spurs are 9.5-point favorites. Because we still don't know the status of Ant-Man.
Yeah. I heard he was working out. He got a workout in today, and then like a team workout today, and then a personal workout today. So
yeah, because I think now he's been upgraded to questionable versus out.
Yeah, he should skip the first 2 games and then play. I think he'll be able to play the third game. He's he gives me like Adrian Peterson build vibes. Like he's just built different. Country boy.
That's true. That's true. On my home front, we had some news today from my Mavs. We finally have hired a man to replace the ill-fated, the downtrodden, forever forgotten Nico Harrison. Masai Ujiri?
Yeah, Masai Ujiri, yep.
He was the architect for the Toronto Raptors when they won their championship.
Mm-hmm.
He took a year off, but I thought it was interesting The court for him to replace Nico started back in December.
Yeah.
Right. And Nico was fired in November.
Yeah, they want him right away.
He met with Dumont for like a 4-hour lunch meeting, and that kind of started everything in motion. But he's been given the title of president and alternate governor, whatever that means.
That it means they're gonna let him do whatever the fuck he wants in that organization because they need it and because he's been notoriously pretty good at his job.
I'm looking forward to it. We'll see how it goes. I know he likes an up-tempo team. So my question is, will he retain J. Kidd?
Possible. It's possible. We'll see. I'm more worried about him being in a red state. Wasn't he the guy that was speaking out against he's speaking out against mad shit, and then didn't he also get into it with Harden? Harden called him a liar.
He be out here. He's in Dallas. It's blue here.
That's fair. That's fair.
Just stay
down
on the outskirts.
Yeah. Back from where you came.
Okay. All right, next up. That's the NBA stuff. Jake, we'll talk a little hockey, man. I don't. My heart's broken. My team choked in the playoffs. Shout out to Mike Modano. His team advances. But tonight we got the Hurricanes versus the Flyers. Game 2. Carolina's up 1-0. And then you got the Ducks versus the Knights. Game 1. Who you got?
Hey, look, the Ducks really surprised me this year. I'm happy for them. Good to see them in the playoffs finally after years of being shit. Flyers up 2-1 right now against the Hurricanes. Hurricanes are consistently good, but we haven't seen the Flyers this good in a while. And they went out and got Trevor Zegras from, I believe, the Ducks. They've done nothing but get better since then. They're sitting with the 3rd seed. They're doing great. Out of the 8 teams left, Coach, you're big cheesing on a frozen screen. I like it. We've got, I think the Flyers will take the Hurricanes in this series. I love it. It's just me being, a Canadians right now against the Sabres. The Sabres are a great story because they've sucked. But I think the Canadians have had the worst luck the last couple of years. Seeing them beat the Sabres and moving on to possibly play for a Stanley Cup again would be sweet. Between the Ducks and the Knights, I cannot stand the Vegas Golden Knights. They've been a thorn in Winnipeg's side for years. Can't stand them. Go Ducks. And then the Avalanche and the Wild. Will, you know all about the Avalanche with McKinnon and Cal McCarr. Yeah, I think Avalanche easily get by the Wild. The Wild are always a fringe team. They never do anything to be one of the best teams in the NHL, and they never do anything to be under 500. They're always there. They're just good. So in this round, I've got Avalanche, Ducks, Canadians, Flyers.
I agree with the Avalanche. Ducks face who again?
Golden Knights.
I don't bet against the Knights, man. They're such a well-built team every year. I'm gonna go Knights. Flyers, I agree with that. And what's the
Canadians or Buffalo Sabres?
Oh, just for nostalgia reasons. I used to love watching the old Buffalo teams with Michael Pekka on them and stuff like that, and Dominic Hasek. I'm gonna pick Buffalo here. They deserve. Look, they're not going to get it in football. And because, look, they got one of the best quarterbacks in the league in football, and we already have replaced our GOAT with somebody really good, and I think our team is going to continue to be a thorn in their side. So I don't know if Bills Mafia is ever going to get it in football. So I'm rooting for them here in hockey.
Montreal Canadiens have not won a Stanley Cup since 1992.
And there's not enough time for me to tell you how many fucks I don't give about them. Good.
I also think No, I don't remember. I don't.
It's the
remember
Canadians, bro. I'm a Bruins. If they're Canadian, it's the Habs. We don't rock with them at all.
That's fair.
Bruins superstar criticized front office for following their elimination, highlighting internal. Our team's a dumpster fire right now. Like, it should be a lot better than it is. We have decent talent, but yeah, I wonder. I should read that article because I want to see what it is he criticized about the front office. I don't think that they made some. There were some moves that I didn't understand, but to be fair, I wasn't following the team well enough to understand the moves. But I had friends also saying that not the best of moves. People getting fired. Oh yeah. People get fired, bro. It's dark times. This is the time of year when people get fired the most because what? Basketball's about to end soon. Football's already like, their firings happened.
Spring cleaning, late spring cleaning.
Late spring cleaning. Like in baseball, you're starting to get into the season finally. Although it's still April baseball doesn't matter.
Even though Boston just got rid of half their coaching staff.
Fired everybody. Everybody go. Whole thing. All y'all, because we're supposed to be better than this, and we already know this early that we're not good. Everyone leaves.
And then even on the WWE side, massive firings after Mania.
That time of year.
Getting fired.
Well, that's a good segue. MLB. So with those firings, I haven't been able to follow it. Have they improved since the firings?
Not at all.
No,
not at all.
I don't know what the team's problem is. Our ace, his ERA is like 7 something. Like we just paid him a boatload of money to him. We also traded was it Yon Makata? Or like I forget who we traded that had whatchamacallit, that was a great catcher. He's over there doing great. And our guy was in the Cy Young race last year that we traded for, and now we gave him all this money. And now he apparently can't pitch. He got paid a whole bunch of money and can't find the plate.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so that sucks. And it's flashbacks because this happened with Chris Sale, even though with Chris Sale we got a ring out of it. Chris Sale came here and had 2 unbelievable seasons, started getting injured, and then sucked for 4 seasons after he hit like with a big old bag. So,
yeah, bro, that's terrible. Brian Bello is currently sitting with a 9.12 ERA.
Poop.
Terrible.
Did Chris Sale, did he come from the White Sox?
Yes. White Sox, then we got him, and then he went to Atlanta, I believe.
Hey, well, at least Ranger
and then
Suarez.
He's like back up at like fucking Cy Young level now with the Braves. Sucks.
Ranger Suarez, you guys went out and got, has a 2.77 ERA, which is
Suarez is cooking.
Yeah,
he's the only one doing anything, and we're not. And then when he does cook, barely gets any run support. So
yeah, it's not good, and their bullpen's not that good either.
Is that on Will's side or my side?
Will's side.
Okay.
And then when you get to a point of being able to win a game, Aroldis Chapman has a .84 ERA right now. But Boston has to get to the point to get the closer in because Chapman's only good in closing situations.
Yeah. Jake, are you a Tigers fan?
No, I'm a Reds
I
fan.
thought you said. I literally cannot tell you what I thought you said. Holy hell.
What you? Oh, wow. I'm afraid to ask.
Yeah,
This ain't the chop up.
Nah, I'll say that, but I'm wrong.
Yeah, no, I'm a Reds and a Blue Jays fan. I root for the Blue Jays, but I love the Reds.
Okay. So Scooble, the 2-time defending AL Cy Young winner, has been scratched from his start because he had arthroscopic elbow surgery. Braves are back on top as far as the MLB power rankings. And Juan Soto has been moved to lead off for the Mets. And they think this is going to be a much-needed spark for a team that is 12-22. The Mets severely underachieved. I thought they were going to be pretty decent this year.
It's the Mets. What? Then you go there. That's what you get for thinking anything good could happen to the Mets. They're cursed. God hates the Mets.
Yeah, they went out and took my favorite player from the Blue Jays, and now he's one of the worst shortstops in the league.
Don't you ever come at Francisco like that.
I'm talking about Bichette. Oh, he's playing third base. You're right.
He's playing third. That's why. Yeah. I was like, how dare you, sir?
I mean,
but nah. To be fair, I told you Bichette wasn't as nice as you thought he was.
Hey, he had a consistent bat in Toronto. That's all we could ask for, and now his bat's completely disappeared. So
yeah, and
he deserves it.
Yeah. Isn't the Mets payroll one of the 5 highest in their bottom of the division? Yeah, and they're still paying Bobby Bonilla. They're idiots.
One of the 3 highest, the 3rd highest in the MLB.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And they're 12 and 22.
They're awful. They are terrible.
That's funny. John Sterling passed away today. The iconic voice of the Yankees.
Like losing Vin Scully.
Say again.
It's like losing Vin Scully.
Absolutely. So I think they were supposed to. No, I think they were off tonight, if I'm not mistaken. Yankees win. I don't get it. Dan, what is that? What is that in reference to?
I don't know what the Yankees are. Put an extra E in the Yankee.
Dale be Dale. Don't be weird, Dale.
He doesn't have a choice.
Okay. Well, I think it's time for Will's favorite segment. Will? Took said don't be weird. But Jiggity Jake, you ready?
Let's go!
Let's get ready for Jake's NASCAR Niche.
Let's go!
I should laugh every time I see that.
Yeah. Everybody likes it, and I think everybody knows who the winner is this week. It's everybody's favorite golden boy, one Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott takes the win in Texas. We have he's moved up to 3rd now, still behind Denny by quite a bit. Oh wait, actually that's a good video to take. Joey Logano was not having a good day as it was. And Joey Logano is currently the one fighting with Stephen A. Smith over NASCAR drivers being athletes.
Are they?
Yes, they are.
Just barely, but yes.
Thank you. If Will admits it, you know it's true. Coach, I'm sending you another video.
Okay.
Through the group chat.
I didn't believe they were real athletes until I learned that every racer basically loses like 10 pounds during a race. That is an aggressive amount of pounds to lose in that short a period of time because how much they sweat and how hot it is. It's all water weight, but still that's insane.
That's a lot of stress that you're putting on the body as well.
It's basically like every race is like what a boxer goes through on a weight cut. Which the weight cuts almost kill them.
That's why they don't necessarily. So this is Joey Logano. He wasn't having the greatest of days as it is, but he's in the pits. This is during a green flag stop. Someone's trying to get out of the pits. Boom. Cole Custer is trying to slow down.
See him?
No. Someone was coming out of their pit box. If you watch it again, Cole Custer gets stopped when he's trying to get out of the pit box right there. So he has to stop.
But like he was still there the whole time. He just assumed that he wasn't ever going to slow down or stop. Like, get outside, bro.
He couldn't stop in time. I believe pit road speed is 60 miles per hour. Going that fast and Texas already has a narrow pit lane. There's only 2 lanes plus that, and this is on a green flag stop where everyone's trying to mix in, mix out to get in, to be able to get in. And he just didn't see Custer at that point. That knocked the toe link loose, and that ruined or that ended Joey Logano's day. he wasn't
Also,
able to continue.
Is that how Joey looks now with the bald head?
Yes, he
looks insane.
Well, he said he was already going bald, and there was already a rumor going around that he was dealing with lice. So he no longer has hair; he's bald. But yeah, no. The story of the year right now is Alex Bowman. Actually, Alex Bowman is 34th right now in the points, but he was dead last. He had zero chance of doing anything this year. He started out the year not so good. And then he got vertigo, and he had to sit out for 4 weeks. They had Justin Allgaier driving the 48 car for him. He was finally cleared to race, and in the last 2 races, he's finished third. He's finished third at Talladega, and he's finished third at Texas. He's no longer last. He's still behind by a large margin, but if he continues to race well, finishes high in stages, he's very good at Chicagoland. So for the last couple of years, they've been doing the Chicago street race, which is awful. It's god awful. It's one of the worst races I think I've ever watched in my life. And they took Chicagoland off of the track schedule. Well, they put it back on, and Alex Bowman has a career win there, high finishes. He's very good at Chicagoland. I think if he has a chance to win any race this year, it would be that race. So I'm hoping for the best for him because he gets a lot of hate. He drives for Rick Hendrick. He's part of the HMS crew. Chase Elliott is obviously one of their guys that they're very high on. William Byron gets a lot. The racist Kyle Larson is obviously the golden boy of HMS because he's won 2 championships with them. But Kyle Larson had an awful day. He's not racing good. Alex Bowman started to do good. Chase Elliott has 2 wins on the year. William Byron's having a bad year. They can't figure out this new body because they put a new Chevy body out this year. Alex Bowman's finishing good, and he's a good teammate to Chase Elliott. The other 2 are kind of selfish, so I see these 2 working in tandem to try to make something happen. But nevertheless, Tyler Reddick still has a huge advantage over everybody because he's won 5 races this year. Denny Hamlin finishes well. He's got a race win this year, which is why he's so up front right now. Joey Logano was in the chase. The wreck that put him out obviously made it a lot harder for him to get into the chase, which is why he's 17th now. But yeah, no, not bad, not doing too bad. Where do we race next week? Oh, we're at Watkins Glen. So if anybody wants to see NASCAR drivers make right turns, we're at a road course next week.
How do they do it? All hell must break loose on tracks with right turns.
It's insanity sometimes.
It's like when Texas gets snow, like an inch of snow, and just no one knows what to do.
It is, and the mileage on these tracks are normally pretty insane. So the race is like anywhere from 93 to 120 laps. So it's a short race.
Can you imagine the first guy? Can you imagine the first guy who was like, we should do like a road course to take right turns? They fucking booed him and kicked him out of the road. Get this guy out of here. The hell's wrong
because of that, they started bringing more road courses in, but it's pissing the average NASCAR, not the average, the hardcore diehard NASCAR fans off because they don't want road courses in NASCAR. Two, you're normally my co-host for the NASCAR Niche. What you got for me this week?
NASCAR.
Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's better than last week. I haven't done no research on no homework this week for NASCAR, but I do have some concerns because y'all know who I rock with when it comes to this NASCAR crap. My man Bubba Wall is still at number 0. Turn it up. But besides all that, seen you post about this yesterday and all that. And you mentioned the tandems between the 2 homies that run and ride the same car. And we always ask questions about NASCAR and how the spirit of one winner, because there's one winner at the end of all this. How do you have friendships through competition like this? Like, this is no other, where you're racing against yourself every week. Yeah, you're racing for your team. Ultimately, too, but you're racing for yourself. So it only goes bad to me at one point. If these 2 guys are able, and these 2 guys do end up in that situation where they are first and second. So it's not really a question. This is something I've just observed of you just speaking on this weekend and all that. So
But yeah, we're off the Watkins Glen. Tandems are good because if you can't win the race and one of your teammates are up front, you want to push them to a victory. And it came down to an overtime. Of course, it does in NASCAR. It comes down to an overtime. Chase Elliott's got the front row right next to my guy Denny Hamlin. Denny Hamlin doesn't have a teammate behind him. Alex Bowman's right behind Chase Elliott. He pushes him to a great restart, and if Denny Hamlin was able to connect and stay close to Chase Elliott's quarter panel and get him a little loose, he probably could have overtaken him. He could not stay close to that quarter panel, and he was able just to veer off and get out front. It was fine. Denny Hamlin stayed right behind him for second place. Alex Bowman was able to come up and take over third. Other than that, I mean, hell of a race at Texas Motor Speedway. Coach, if I ever get down to Texas, we'll make that hour trip and go.
Where's Walter Glenn? Where's Walter Glenn, in Texas?
No, Watkins Glen is in New York.
Okay. Oh, okay. East Coast. Fine.
But
That's dope.
other than that, with nothing else left to say, that's been your Dash and NASCAR.
Niche.
NASCAR Niche. Brought
All
to
right.
you by Jakey.
NCAA headlines today. Sorsby has hired a high-profile attorney.
Oh, so I heard a bunch of things going on with this.
Okay.
So, like, he may just hardball it. If he gets, if they think somebody will. Here's the problem though. Will somebody take him? Schefter was saying that he thinks there's a few teams who may take a shot at him, but it's going to cost you a pick if it's a supplemental draft. Now they're thinking the Jets because the Jets have 3 first-rounders coming up. That being said, he may just pull a hardball and just go to the league. And then all of this case goes away because the whole case is about college. There's a solid chance they just drop it. So is what I'm hearing. But the problem is that the timing sucks because he's going to have to enter the supplemental draft in a year that's a heavy quarterback class.
Yep.
So we shall see. But I'm looking forward to seeing how that plays out. Also, hope he gets the help he needs. To be fair, I don't know. Like they said, like they made it seem like it's a part of his whole life. Like his daily routine was gambling and stuff like that. And I'm sure it's definitely possible. But sometimes I feel like these athletes just say this so that they can get help instead of jail time.
I hope he does.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, the money situation to me is kind of what making this crazy. And even in the course of the race, it's going to be a whole bunch of money anyway for a kid that I guess by the law, the NCAA broke the rules. Yeah, and as a grown man, you can change the direction and go to a supplemental draft and get away from it. But this is something where a whole bunch of money is being made more nowadays. This is probably going to be a little stain on you. But if you're a good player, given the circumstances, then, I mean, people will forgive that. But this is wild at the time that is happening, like Will said. It's wild. Because your spring training basically is starting. Everything's kind of heating up. And now you have to go spend more money on another QB. Unless you got to get that bread back.
That's true. The Big Ten. Today, they had the biggest payout in conference history. Of the 18 teams in the conference, due to the expanding media deals and conference growth, they handed out a record $1.37 billion in revenue.
God damn.
That's a lot of trees to shake.
A lot of trees to marinate and shake, man. I wish they shaked at Chestnut Hill a little bit more, but one day.
For those who don't know, Chestnut Hill is where BC is located.
Yes. No trees over here. They cut them all down.
All the trouble we done got into in Chestnut Hill.
So you guys would be okay with using like a 5th round pick on Sorsby?
I feel like any team wouldn't mind doing that, but it might be higher than that.
Were you okay with risking?
Yeah, he's supposed to be like a real
So if I'm not mistaken, it's been a while, but supplemental draft, when they draft, they put a bid in based on what the team determined the value of the player is, right?
Right.
And if they win that bid, then that's the pick that they give up for the upcoming year. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Drake Lindsay. Anybody familiar with him?
Heard of him. Duke guy, right? He played at Duke.
Did he play at Duke?
What?
I know he's currently the Minnesota quarterback.
Okay.
Got a little bit of trouble.
Ooh.
He got arrested for alleged underage drinking and fake ID. Let that man live. He's enjoying the college experience.
What state
Okay.
is he in?
Drake Lindsay. He's a freshman.
Minnesota?
6'5", 230. He's from Arkansas. Charged with underage drinking. He's a sophomore now. He won 8 games as a freshman.
Okay. Let him be great.
Yeah, it's something that y'all can do for that. Obviously, you don't want him drinking young, but it's college. It's an athlete. It's going to happen. Give him a slap on the wrist, I guess. If he's winning you games, more games than your team's won in some time, especially. And 2, it's over in terms of his status. Let him rock.
We got the early Heisman watch. Got CJ Carr and Arch Manning. Y'all buying any of that hype?
No, it's Jeremiah Smith's award to lose.
Say again?
I said, no, it's Jeremiah Smith's award to lose.
You stood on that since day one.
Oh, yeah, for sure. The kid's disgusting, bro. He's an NFL receiver. As a freshman, he was an NFL receiver. And now, I don't think people realize, everybody is really hyped about Chris Henry Jr., and I think that he might be elevated to the second receiver outside. The second receiver, right? Second receiver outside with Brandon Ennis in the slot. Problem is that there's this young white boy on campus right now. I think his name is Boyd, who is going to shit on people
from South Lake Carroll.
Yeah, the kid's filthy. The kid. He looked like Edelman, and he moved not like Edelman. He's fast as hell. So like that kid's gonna storm the scene. But the real point is that unless saying sucks, you're not gonna be able to double Jeremiah too much. He's gonna have a crazy year. The team's gonna be too good to overly double Jeremiah Smith. So
my question, Jake, is Jake still here?
He's trying to fix an echo problem.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm trying to work on it.
Gotcha.
I'm trying to figure out how to turn on the noise canceling.
Offensively, especially and particularly the receiving courts, y'all are stacked. What's the running back situation look like? In the defense, you lost quite a bit on the defensive side of the ball this year. Are the coverage going to be there?
I think so, definitely on the corner, because we got Sanchez and Matthews, who can only get nothing but better considering that they're guarding NFL talent at wide receivers. So they're getting, they might be getting cut up during practice, but that means that they're going to be ready for anything on the field that comes at them. Whole new linebacking core, basically whole new safety core as well. But they were able to get Atkinson back on the line. Somebody returned. Kenyatta Jackson, I think, came back. So the defensive line is still pretty good, and the corners are fine. But everybody else is going to be new. But it's guys that have already known the system, have already been with Patricia 2 years now. I'm not too terribly worried about the defense area. And running back, it's Bo Jackson year 2. I can't wait to see what he does.
Yeah, young Bo. The only problem that I really worry about is like, even if you obviously are always going to bring in talent, the problem is that the chance of bringing in Arvell Reese, Caleb Downs, and Sonny Styles level of talent back into that defense in 1 year is very low. That's going to be hard to do. Doesn't mean they won't be good, but to get back to that level is going to take a year.
Okay.
Unless the coaching staff is just phenomenal. We'll see.
Which I consider our coaching staff decently.
They're good,
competent.
But you also lost Hartline, right?
Yeah, we lost Hartline, but he was just a wide receiver coach. He wasn't calling the plays or anything. Now, the issue that I bring with that, though, unfortunately, is that the coordinator that we went out and got was Arthur Smith, who is the Steelers' old OC, and we saw how bland his offenses were.
He was the former head coach of the Falcons as well, right?
Yeah. Here's the thing, though. His offenses are bland, but bland kind of works in college football. Bland, like, if you got the players, you can do bland. You could just run it down people's throats and throw to world-class receivers, and it'll work. Bland also means not that hard for the quarterback to figure out. So I don't know if that's a bad thing in college, but I agree. We all shit on him when he was in the NFL.
And I know that we had an offensive line problem last year. We had the exact same offensive line because of that. There were no seniors on our offensive line. So we're bringing back that offensive line that already has chemistry that's going to do nothing besides get better, hopefully. And hopefully Sayan doesn't look like a deer in the headlights whenever there's a little pressure coming his way. That's what I hope. If not, this year we have Tavian St. Clair, who we can rely on to come in and get some snaps in because he's good at running the ball as well. I'm looking forward to seeing what he can do.
They already kind of messed up by not having St. Clair come in on like a Tebow package. Now he's definitely, they have to do it this year. He's too athletic, bro.
Early money on Ohio State to win the national championship, guys?
Absolutely not.
No. Oh, that other, you remember that kid that was forced to because of his mom to sign to
Legend Bay.
Yeah, signed to Tennessee, and then once he turned 18, he was able to go and sign with Ohio State like he wanted
there
to.
too.
He's here and he's ready to play, and he can play in multiple positions. I can't wait to see what he decides he wants to do. And I can't, because I think they said he can play a little running back, right? I think
play everything, and he's a sprinter that happens to play football.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to see what he can do.
Say again, Will?
How tall? Like, what's his measurable?
I think it's 5. Is he 5'10"?
All I know is with a name like Legend Bay, you better be a fucking legend.
He gonna cook, man.
He is 5'10", 177.
Also, I'd like to put into the Heisman race this year one Nico. He coming back for that ass, y'all. Watch.
Oh.
You say Nico?
Nico Lamaleva.
Okay.
The kid who took the bag and got played when he went to UCLA.
You still on that, huh?
He nice, bro.
Okay.
He nice. UCLA just sucked.
Yeah. All right. So that is Ohio State's. BC College. BC College Took.
Yuck.
Yuck. He goes yuck.
Yuck. Yuck.
Quarterback competition remains unresolved. You got Mason McKenzie, Grayson Wilson, and Femi Balboa.
So a bum competition.
Right, exactly. The last couple of years has been a QB competition that hasn't been good for our state at all. Especially, it's crazy that now in the world of like transfer portals and all that, we can't get it right. So it's kind of crazy. This is definitely a red flag year in a sense. If everything goes wrong again, the coach is on the hot seat. Everybody's on the hot seat this year. We got to be competitive, man. We were not competitive last year. That was bad. Like the year before, took some steps. I thought we took some good steps, but it felt like a drug rehab program. When you go back,
yeah,
you gotta take the whole 12 steps again.
We relapsed into bums.
So in the more competitive ACC, I think we need to think about people are stepping up. And this is the thing. Colleges are stepping up to go D1. I think we need to go backwards. I think we need to go back to like AA. I think we need to go to AA or something. I don't think we ever been. But
I don't think we're allowed to. I think the school size matters and we're too big of a school.
Listen here, the minimize.
He said cut some classes.
Cut some classes. Cut some scholarships.
Get out of here.
Listen, it's bad. It's bad. Like, to the point where everybody knows it's bad. I work with BC kids daily, and they're to the point where they're bad. They always asking me if I want to go to a game because they don't want to go to the game. It's terrible. Last week we had the AI news with UMass. Now we're talking about BC and how bad they're probably going to be this season. This is Massachusetts football. A kid asked me today, "Did you play football growing up?" I said, "Yeah, I played Pee Wee football."
Oh my God!
Because after that, there's really no hope in Massachusetts in terms of football. Shout out to the guys that are doing things now. The game's opened up somewhat. But listen here, after Pop Warner, I can tell you 65% of football players either played basketball or with something else. Because we knew football wasn't going to cut it over in our side.
Bro, Bay was out here erasing angles. That's crazy.
Kid's nasty, nice.
I think they just had him listed as athlete too.
Yeah, no shit. I wouldn't give him a position either. You go play where you want to, son. You're way too fast.
And college is the best thing for it. No bullshit. Like, that's when you want to experiment that type of shit with a team that's already going to be good. Mm-hmm. And if you're that good, those plays are explosive and they work to a T. Listen here, he might benefit and get a good draft spot when he get out.
I don't know how he is between the tackles, but like and how he is with contact. But you might have to just put him at running back.
Last year, he had, if I'm not mistaken, he had 2,900 yards, 42 tugs.
That's amazing.
Okay, he's just doing too much now. Was that in that was high school? Last year high school, or was that
last year high school?
Okay, yeah, kid's filthy.
Two, also, wide receiver depth is a concern. Lewis Bond departed for the NFL, which means you only have Jaden Skeets and Reed Swanson.
Oh, Skeet.
Oh, Skeet.
Jalen's going to be all right.
Skeet is from Boston, by the way, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Skeet is from Boston. Jalen's going to be all right. And this is the depth I'm talking about. Like, we can't compare our depth to anybody in the ACCs right now. And that's the problem right now when you see this. There's nobody polished. So now we have to do all that and hopefully for a good season. At this point, me, you, Will, Jake, Dale, we can all go walk on right now and make the team in some capacity. Because you go into looking at practice, shout out to my man John. He was over giving me the scoop in a little bit. He's just like, it just looks like everybody's just down. And at one point, and this is what I'm saying, they need to probably go think about the athletic department. And this is all sports. Hopefully basketball turn up, but it's bad, man. We got depth in the places where you're like, all right, that's cool, but it's not enough. And I can go through every position in that stance.
Now you guys have 4 guys that were drafted in a recent NFL draft. They project, according to Vegas, they have you at a 3.5 win total. You project that to go 3-9.
I'm gonna be a fan and be biased and take the over, but if I lose my money, I'm not surprised. I'm not.
Y'all have the 27th strength, 27th hardest schedule going into the season.
And while Bill can't recruit, the hell's going on?
No, it's not about Bill can't recruit. You got to realize he's at a place where how much money does he have to really do it? And he's going in there thinking with his mind he can fix it. With his football knowledge and all, he can fix it. But it ultimately doesn't really come up to him. BC is different from a lot of schools. You know what I'm saying? You're just not getting that good money just over there. Like, anything good money is something academically or something else. It's not football. But they have to have football, like Will said, because their school's too big. They got to participate in all D1 athletics. And them going to the ACC was the worst move they can ever make because we know who those teams are. And that's in basketball. Now, the basketball teams are becoming good in football. We're not good in either. So that's bad for us. And on top of no money, you got a certain amount of dollars.
BC got bread, man. BC got a lot of bread. They
got bread.
No, they just don't spend it.
They just don't spend it.
Yeah, they don't spend it.
They got no money for it. They ain't trying to spend no money on that shit. They're trying to get somebody. They're trying to hope that one of these guys that they hit on or sign is the diamond in the rough.
I mean, why waste the money on Bill? Like, why even waste the money? Just get anybody.
Well, they thought the name would help him recruit, but like he's getting out there and realizing, yeah, you still got to spend the money on the recruits, and they're not doing. Also, I don't think people realize it's hard to recruit for football up here, bro. I know football is a sport that you play in all types of weather. That doesn't mean you have to play in all types of weather. Nobody wants to come and be in this goddamn weather. The weather sucks up here.
That's true.
It sucks.
I mean, Notre Dame weather suck too, but
Notre Dame has their own like network. It's so big that it's worth it. Like they're such a big, it's so grandiose that it's worth it. We don't have that prestige that Notre Dame carries at BC. Like
and you got to think Notre Dame too. There's periods in Notre Dame, the Newt Rockne, the Lou Holtz eras. You got a different time frame. Whereas BC is pretty much regulated to when Doug Flutie was there.
Right, Matt Ryan,
recent too. Yeah. Like that like Trace Ballard. Who's the greatest BC player? You can name two guys and then you can stop. Like you're not gonna be able to do that Notre Dame. Like you can be naming a bunch of people in Notre Dame. Like you could. It's two guys. It's basically Doug Flutie and Matt Ryan. Everybody else was okay.
That's Raku.
And it's crazy because like I said, that conference switch was the worst ever.
Luke Kuechly's probably the next one.
Luke Kuechly's definitely third. And you just say the conference move in all was the worst. You know what I'm saying? There's no Big East football no more, is there? But at the same time, you could have been in a different conference. You could have been doing some other things. But I guess you thought that was going to generate you to higher standards as a program in sports. Because that's why they made the ACC move. But, I mean, you're just in the ACC. And you'll get that. The best thing for BC in this situation is you talked about earlier, Coach, the revenue shares. And people actually get a couple extra dollars just from being in a certain conference. That's what BC. That's the happiest thing about BC right now, is that they get that bread.
Mike said, "Great show, fellas. Got around early tonight. Hey, Will, if you're expecting a Star Wars joke, you're looking for humor in Alderaan places. Alderaan. That's good. Appreciate you, Mike.
May the 4th be with you.
May the
4th be with you. Absolutely. I forgot it today was May 4th, man. It's been a crazy Monday.
Florida Gators. Brother Will,
baby.
Jalen Jordan. You guys got you a pet project.
That's what you think?
He's a Jacksonville basketball player making a transition to football. 6'6", 240-pound tight end.
How the fuck was he playing basketball?
It.
Why was 6'6", 240 playing basketball? What a maniac. Richard Seymour. Oh, man. All right. Yeah. That's what's up. That's a big boy. So, and hopefully he got great footwork from playing basketball because he was obviously down low. He wasn't a guard at that size. So yeah, I like that. I'm more interested to see what Tremble does. I hope he gets the job.
I like that.
And your boy DJ is at Baylor now. Sad. I think he's gonna do good.
He should have brought it. Yeah, he'd be able here. Yeah, he'd be here because they just fling it here. Wide open offenses.
He'll do good at Baylor, though. He'll just chuck, and they'll be open.
I think John Summerall will be all right.
Certainly hope so.
Can't be bad as the last guy, right?
No, that bum ass. Old Billy.
LSU and Dale.
Caden Durham is going to be third on the depth chart, Coach. I want to let you know what's going on right now because he's losing his spot to Dylan Jones.
He should have transferred.
Yeah, well, barely should have because he's losing his spot to Dylan Jones, bro. A freaking Wisconsin running.
That's on him. That's on him.
That is ridiculous, bro.
That's sad because his running mate over on UT campus I've seen some early stuff. He's supposed to be a top 5 draft pick next year.
This kid's killing himself right now.
Should have transferred.
Why do you wait? Why you think? Why do you think he should have transferred because he wasn't getting the ball?
He's falling to third on the depth chart now. Behind the running back that just got here.
I would have transferred. New coach coming in, he don't know you anything.
Oh, fair. That's right. New coach. You're right.
Yeah, but I mean, to his credit, I mean, he let them play it all out. In practice, and right now, like that's where it's leaning toward. So
did the coach have anybody transfer to him from his former team?
Not at running back. We did get Winnie Watkins, the wide receiver, from Ole Miss to come over to LSU. He's been looking pretty good because, of course, he knows the offense. He's been making some big plays in practice. We've been seeing the offensive line kind of take a step forward. That group was terrible last year. And the worst offensive lineman, coach, you remember I was saying Weston Davis was the worst guy on the offensive line, the right tackle. Well, he's back. And he's looking better. And he is still starting out there, coach. So,
okay.
So it's almost like guys can get better, right, Dale?
The kid is improving. That's what he's doing. But I guess to his credit, the coaching sucked on the offensive line last year. 4 years it's been bad. The guy can recruit, he's never able to coach.
Yeah, that's fair.
So the other thing is, the offense started off camp slow. They were behind the defense. To be expected, right? You're breaking in a new quarterback. Matter of fact, that quarterback, he started off spring, but he had to stop because he got pins removed from his foot. Sam Levitt is. And so we had our backups pretty much at the end of camp here. And but the offense did start picking up. Trey Green doing this thing. We're seeing receivers. They're rotating about 8 receivers. So it's going to be a lot of different guys playing. My guess is you'll learn who the top 4 guys going to be early in the season. I think they're just going to let them all play it out. And whoever shows up on Saturdays, that's who's going to be the ones they roll with. Same thing with running back. Kiffin runs a lot of hurry-up offense. And so whoever's in there and got the hot hand, that's who's going to stay in. There's not going to be a whole lot of rotation at running back. So the defense looking pretty good. The secondary, in particular, DJ Pickett, our 5-star freshman we had last year, he's taking a step forward. We've got other guys taking a step forward. The safety we got from Boise State is looking pretty good. The defensive line, of course, with Prince Well, Umam Yellen, that dude led the SEC, probably second or third in the SEC in sacks, but he's coming to the defensive line. It's going to be pretty nice out there on the defense. And as the recruiting, LSU added Levante Williams, a JUCO transfer from Georgia Military Academy. He's going to be playing cornerback. He's 6'3", 180, which is insane. Yes. So I like that. And we got a 5-star Ahmad Hudson that picked LSU. Happened yesterday. So there we go. Ahmad Hudson, top 15 national player. Go Tigers.
Nice. Did you say Levitt was hurt? You said that?
Yeah. He's recovering from a Litzfrank injury, and he had pins in his foot starting off camp, so he had to get him removed, and that's why he missed the rest of camp.
Okay, so hopefully, unlike your QB last year, his situation, hopefully
yes,
his situation is not the same.
Right.
Prayers for you and the Tigers, man. And it's your fault. And it's your fault. And it's your fault, Dale, that Durham is the third string or the second string.
It ain't my fault. It's on him.
He need fan input. He needed fan input from one of the biggest supporters of LSU, and you ain't give him jack shit at all. Jack shit.
Terrible fan. Terrible. Just because he's from Texas, not from Louisiana. Terrible. Nerve of them fans. By the way, New York's up 90 to 60.
Wow.
Yeah, I figured that. Was gonna happen. The Knicks coming off that blowout win against the Hawks. The Sixers are tied, and they have to play the day after. Still on the East Coast. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go from loud ass Boston to loud ass New York.
Loud ass New York. Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. Game one, definitely the Knicks gotta take over. Knicks gotta take control of the East this year. Celtics are gone. Halliburton's injured. If you can't win the East this year if you're New York, then I don't know when you're ever gonna win.
This is their Buffalo Bills year.
Absolutely. And we see when New York teams have that situation, you got to be Eli Manning. You can't be the guy that went wide right. Can't be, or Patrick Ewing for that instance, missing that bunny against Indiana in Game 7 in '95, I believe. New York just has bad luck. A lot of teams got bad luck. My Cowboys got bad luck. So New York, hopefully, you can erase some of that bad luck. Hopefully.
That's fair enough. Fair enough. My Texas Longhorns, I got a funny feeling. Depending on how the season plays out, Sark will definitely be on a hot seat. You can't keep having top recruits coming in and spending a lot of money, and then you having periods of time where you like scratching your head, like, what is he doing? Arch last season here. I'm a little worried about the running back situation. I know we got some transfers in. We got Hollywood Smothers came in from NC State. That was a good get in the portal. Also, Raleigh Brown came in from Arizona State. I like that. And they got a freshman from your neck of the woods, Dale, that's coming in. He's from Shreveport, East Texas. But I know when he was coming out, LSU was trying to get him as well. But the running game is what worries me this year. Also, the offensive line, what is that going to look like? Now, I'm really excited about the wide receiving core, the one that we talked about last year, which was very young. Didn't have much explosiveness on that unit either.
Wingo,
he did all right, but he was getting doubled a lot, and they were just taking him out the game. But they got Cam Coleman transferred in. I like that.
What have you been hearing about him in camp?
I heard he been lighting it up. I heard him and Arch are connected. Even he and the backup Lacey are connected. So I'm definitely liking what I'm hearing coming out of camp. But I haven't heard too much. I don't know if he's still learning the playbook, but they got a freshman that's coming in. Jermaine Bishop, Mr. Electricity himself. He single-handedly got his team to the state semifinals in the playoffs last year. Real electric dude. He's and having listed as a wide receiver, we can probably put him anywhere. He can score from anywhere on the field. Plays DB as well. So I'm looking forward to that. But Sark, you better get it together, brother. It's you might find yourself stocking up the cover for somebody else to come in. Nick Saban.
You think you take that? That'd be crazy if you did.
That would be crazy. He might get bored.
If he get bored and take that job, I'm gonna hate Summerall because he could have been out.
What about your freshman quarterback, Coach?
Are you talking about Lacey?
His name is Lacey. I'm sorry. Okay.
Carly Lacey.
All right.
What about
I've seen some video of him flinging it.
Mm-hmm.
He got some snap on that ball.
Okay.
And he throwing the spots. Actually, his mechanics look better than Arch's.
Mm-hmm.
If he throw a down in this season, man, it's not going good.
Yeah, I mean,
or
the
it's
kid gonna
going
play
really good.
probably. Like you got 4 games or whatever, so it makes all the sense in the world for him to play against Who Cares Tech.
Who cares?
Who cares?
I'm out there.
We got y'all this year in Death Valley, Dale.
Yeah,
bro, this dude is airballing everything. What is his problem? Sorry.
Are you good? All right. NFL news. Going to the home stretch, fellas. NFL news. I didn't see it. Maybe you guys can enlighten me on it. What's my name? My little man name from Vanderbilt. He's in camp with Baltimore.
Pavia.
Oh, Diego Pavia.
What did he do that he's getting roasted for?
Strip club.
Oh.
He's at the strip club the night before the draft, throwing mad money. This is mad dumb stuff into the draft. So basically, it all started with the Heisman loss. He was going on social media saying that he should have won the award, and it was criticizing the Heisman committee.
Yeah.
Then before the draft, he did the strip club. Then the night of the draft, I think he bought like every single team fitted for the event, had him line up on the table. He's gonna get drafted. He didn't get drafted. He didn't hire an agent. He went on John Gruden's podcast or whatever, and basically said, "I'm not going to get an agent. Why would I hire an agent? For them to basically take my money." So that in a sense, and you always get somebody in the branch of trees like that, like him. I mean, maybe he wants to act this way, or maybe this is just the NFL gods making him this way. But that's basically what happened. And then he ends up signing like a developmental deal, I'm going to say, with the Ravens. Let's see how it turns out for him.
I'm getting Menzel vibes from him. Without the
I've already
accolades.
had Menzel vibes from him
already. He's Menzel all the way. But he might just be cocky and confident enough to like stay in the NFL, but he's going to have to settle down a bit. And being a backup quarterback or fighting for a job, maybe that'll settle him down. Or maybe the money will just make him go nuts at strip clubs. I don't know yet. We'll see.
There's no in between.
No, there's no in between. It's one or the other. He'll either lock in and fight for that job, the fight to be on the NFL roster, or he will fight to get through the door at a strip club. Just one of the two things is going to happen.
Because then Johnny Manziel have that money sign when he went in the end zone. He throw the money up.
Yeah.
You don't want to be. You don't. And I'm sorry, Johnny Manziel. You probably changed your life around. You're probably a better guy than you was yesterday.
He's doing better.
But yeah, Johnny. I know you hate that comparison when people compare him to you, man. I know you.
Didn't they say that they had been hanging out and Manziel's been kind of mentoring him or something?
He was mentoring him. He went to a couple games.
Best case scenario is the guy who already bombed this whole situation. That's actually a good mentor. Because I've seen Johnny Manziel. I don't know if he's still struggling. Doesn't look like it, but he's doing podcasts and he's looking like he has a better perspective on his life.
About the boss,
he talks about it being his fault and everything that he did that got himself there.
So he's taking ownership of it.
Oh, owning it all the way. There's plenty of guys who get past it and just go, well, I surrounded myself with bad people. Like, nah, he's just like, yo, I didn't care enough. Like, and I was doing dumb shit. And he says that. So the fact that he's owning it tells me he's in a better place and possibly in a good place for a mentorship role.
Okay.
Not on a team, though, of course. He's done.
Bo Nix has been cleared for off-season drills and full participation.
One of the more fascinating players and
Calais Campbell returns to the Ravens for his 19th season
in the league.
He signed?
He signed.
Yep. He signed with the Ravens. He went back to the crib. Nothing better than being able to go back to the crib after all those years. Relax your feet, potentially your last season.
If Bo can play great, that team can be great.
Say again?
Who, me? Oh, I'm just saying, like, if he can play great or just be, like, real serviceable, that team can be great. That has a pretty good roster. They went out and got some guys, and he has energized that franchise. So I think, that whole situation, if they can get Bo on, like keep him healthy and keep him playing the way he was playing early on, that's going to be a good team this year. I think they're one of the more fascinating teams to watch. See what happens.
Okay.
Team was the number 1 seed. Well, they were the number 1 seed last year, right? Yeah, I know. And it's going to be all types of stuff going through that man's mind, man. How the injury occurred, what he missed, what could have been. Yeah. Hopefully it's not too much on his mind. He's able to get to the next chapter, which is next year. And like Will said, just be who he was last year with an improved team, hopefully. And hopefully you can be in that spot next year where you're in the AFC Championship game and you're able to play in it. Sure.
Absolutely.
You got the tools. You got the coach. You got the tools and the coach right next to you to try to get back, to try to get there. Sean Payton's going to do the best of his abilities to keep him upright.
Sean Payton, I trust.
Sean Payton, we trust, right, Dale?
Peyton Sean, I trust.
Respect that, man. He brought y'all some hardware, Dale.
Only hardware you ever got.
No one else is going to do it.
Left.
Yeah.
Um,
You ain't gonna stay forever.
free agent camps. Any updates from your teams on free agent camps this week?
I don't know what my team doing. I don't think my team ain't doing enough. But
I know what my team did.
What y'all team did?
They said that boy Caleb in there, he already is the leader on that defense.
That's the
He knows where everybody's supposed to line up at. He's putting people in position. The rookies are going to him, asking him for advice and feedback on how they should be playing their positions.
He's gonna have veterans asking him. He's gonna have veterans asking him. The dude is a savant. He's got autism, the football version.
He's a Rain Man of football.
I'm not kidding. He's football Rain Man, bro. I've seen breakdowns and shit like that where it didn't make sense for him to be in places unless he just was brilliant. And like there's so many plays he made, not even because he was a great athlete, just because he's smarter than everybody out there.
You know, now Will, you know I am a Overshawn fan.
Yeah.
He might be splitting time.
Ooh.
Which I kind of get it, considering his injury history.
Yeah, keep him healthy, and then that means you're bringing a missile off the bench on third downs. Sure, it's amazing.
What was the linebacker's name that we got from?
Well,
Lawrence.
Malachi Lawrence.
I know Kristen Parker's not that big of a guy, but I saw a photo of him standing next to Kristen Parker. It looked like a grown-ass man standing next to a toddler.
That's funny.
He kind of Will have mentioned was it Seymour you mentioned earlier?
Yeah.
That's the vibes I was getting just from his stature.
Okay, yeah.
Big guy.
He's gonna be on the edge, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I'm feeling it. Now, I want to share this with you guys. Little behind the scenes stuff. I am officially convinced. Is it safe to say the Cowboys been drafting better lately?
Yeah.
For the most part. I'm gonna go ahead and declare that the torch has been passed.
Interesting.
Let me get this pulled up. Hold on a second. Can you hear this?
Be interesting.
Yeah, here.
What are you guys looking? So we throw in our fifth plus something. Go one spot.
5 plus. No, we're gonna stay.
Okay.
We're gonna pick. Okay.
Sounds good.
All right.
No good.
Miami is using all of its time here.
I really didn't think that Miami in this particular case was going to draft him. But I didn't doubt a minute that somebody else would come over and trade Miami out of that spot and get him right out from under us. It wasn't a hard decision to go ahead and up the ante and make sure we had him.
League in general, had that feeling that, the draft wasn't that deep in blue chip type, especially defensive players. So, we just decided to pull the trigger there and send the 2 5s.
Hold on here, Steve. They'll move back one spot.
You'll move back one spot for a 5? Yeah. No, we do. We're 177, 180 if it's 2 5s. Okay, we got it. Pay it in. Hold on, guys. Please be quiet.
Hello, Ken.
Hey, this is Steven.
Hey, Steven.
We're giving them our pick, number 12, and we're giving them 177, 180. Miami.
Okay, yep.
Are we good?
Yes.
Turn it in.
You have a deal.
Okay.
We're on
the clock. We're on the clock. They're turning it in. We got 10 seconds, 2 seconds.
It's us on the clock.
Then it's us on the
clock. Better hurry up and get it in.
Dallas has submitted its pick. Miami is on the clock.
Caleb Downs.
Hello? Caleb. Yeah, baby, I got somebody who wants to talk to you. Caleb. Hey, Caleb. Hey, Caleb, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Caleb, this is Jerry Jones. You're a cowboy.
You're a cowboy.
So the reason why I say we've seen the passing of the torch, you saw the involvement that Stephen Jones has in that. Sounded like he was kind of running point in the room. The draft was put together by Will McClay, and the kid next to Jerry is his grandson. That's his daughter's son. He's been in the scouting department since he's getting groomed.
Yeah, he's the heir apparent.
Yeah. And Jerry just signs off on stuff now. And that's why we haven't heard him as much. We used to hear him in social media.
Man, I'm so glad I sent you that video, Coach.
Hey, shout
Don't hurt your arm, buddy. Don't hurt your arm. Jesus.
Jerry just sitting there. Man, and that's dope. That's dope to see. That's what people in the world want to see. Maybe people in the world see stuff like that. Maybe they start to appreciate and love Jerry Jones, and maybe that love will give us some luck. So shout out to whatever the organization is doing to keep Jerry a little quiet, because we know Jerry gonna say some shit as the season goes. He gonna say some shit next season. But yeah.
He looked old.
I like that.
He looked like everything that was happening too fast for him.
Yeah, he did. He did.
I will say though, Coach, I'm glad you took that from that video, because the only thing I took from it was, hey, this is how Caleb Downs got drafted. This is cool. I did not look at it from the broader view, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Appreciate you for providing it to the group, Jake. Yeah, it's it's real close to being a Minnesota Viking moment though.
Yeah, well, because to be fair, it wouldn't have been exactly the same because they didn't sit there the whole time. Also, there's less time in this draft. There's embarrassing the Vikings wasted all that time. But yeah, they almost got played. And I promise he wouldn't have been there if they got skipped. Whoever was behind them had to have taken him if he was still there.
Miami.
Oh, but did you hear
back? Yeah, that's right.
But did you hear the report? So we are savants in our own selves to here. Just let everybody know. Shout out to everybody that had a rumor, had something that was circulated, and it became correct. But I feel like in this case, some of us were correct. Did you know the Cowboys didn't make an offer with the Browns during draft night?
They did, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, to try to get up to spot number 9.
Trying to get up to spot 9, man. There was talks, man, from talks that would never happen. But you always got to say a name and all that. We didn't get the big monster that I hope we would get, but it's dope to see, man, And after 2 weeks of the draft, since the draft, feel a little better about the picks. On draft night, I really didn't. But seeing Caleb Downs, being high praised by a lot of people. Seeing Lawrence high praised by a lot of people, though there's still C's, man, it's good to see that. Hopefully these guys don't get in trouble. Stay in your houses when you can. Stay off the roads at night. And stay off cheaters.
Caleb Downs is why I don't fully subscribe to Tuke's C+ mode of operandi, because he's already running your locker room defensively. Already. So he ain't no goddamn C, I tell you that right now.
Well, hopefully whoever we play first, he can prove that. He got to prove me the first week, man. Because I'm hearing we might play the champions. When we play the champions, JSN is gonna be your first assignment. And
he ain't covering him. He's a safety, bro. He ain't covering him. Well, you don't have to watch him over the top.
Get a pick.
Yeah.
Get over the top for a pick, baby.
Yeah, get over the top. Yeah, exactly. Get over the top.
That first pick is gonna be lovely as hell, man.
Yeah, I'm saying it now. His first pick gonna be 6. Other way, house call.
Hopefully off of Sam Darnold. That'd be sick.
That'd be hilarious. I think it's gonna be on a flat route too. He's gonna jump a route for the ranch.
But that's what I got for NFL for us today. You guys got anything before we close it out and get ready for the show after the show? I'm ready for the after party, baby.
Ready for the after party. Tyrod Taylor signs with the Packers.
That's right.
That's some other NFL news. And other than that, Will, I hope you feel better. Bad blow to the end of the season. And everybody, all you guys watching right now, go watch the biggest upset. The biggest upset in NBA history is gonna happen in the next week and a half. The Lakers are gonna upset the Thunder. I'm gonna tell you how right now. This is the recipe for the game. Let Shea Gilchrist Alexander do him. I don't care if he averaged 55 a game. Don't let these other scrubs beat us. And that's the way the Lakers are going to win. And they better listen to me. Lakers in 6.
Yeah, before we sign off, the one thing I did want to talk about, I know we're going to talk, we might have already talked about it, and I just wasn't paying attention in previous shows. I was watching a sports show today, and they were talking about C.J. Stroud, about should the Texans be hesitant on committing to him long-term after an abysmal 2025 season. The owner of the Texans came out today and said he's fully committed to C.J. Stroud. You picked up his 5th-year option. You get to see one more year. You're still going to be fully committed to him after this next year. Just saying, you can't come out and say that and then not want to sign him to a full-blown contract. That's just my opinion.
Right. You got to sign him now. Why would you? You're working to get yourself.
But I think you're allowed to have a rough year, especially when you have the offensive line that you had. So I think that they made good strides in doing that. I think they have a better running back room collectively this year going in, even though they're not going to have Joe Mixon. They didn't have Joe Mixon all last year. So where's the hurt now? They're going to have a healthy wide receivers, and the defense got a lot better again. Texans are going to be a scary team this year. I see them winning 12 games, but do you guys think C.J. Stroud is worth that contract?
He ain't worth more than Bryce. He ain't worth more than Bryce Young right now.
I think, if you mentioned that they made significant improvements to the offensive line, I think that's the biggest thing. The running back, that's whatever. Like you said, Mixon wasn't there all season. But for me, if they improve the line to give him some time, then that's when his evaluation process officially starts for me. Because you already got the wide receiver weapons. You got as much as I hate to say it, Dalton Schultz is still a serviceable tight end. But you got to get that line together. You got the defense to complement the offensive struggles if need be. But if he, they got this is 4th year, right? Coming up.
Yeah.
So you got this year, and you got next year with hopefully 2 years with decent offensive lines. They probably know if need be, they might franchise tag him year after next. But if not, he's got to show, because there was some times that he did he would disappear and he made some questionable. Hey, Bree, how you doing? And would make some questionable decisions on the field.
People forget his line wasn't just bad; his receivers were also always hurt.
And that is very true.
Literally, true. He was out there with a skeleton crew in most games. But yeah, he got to step up this year.
Step up.
Dale, what you think? Is he worth the money?
No, not worth the money. Not at all. Go get a refund.
Refund, Jesus.
Send him back.
He said, not only are we not going to pay him further, in fact, we want some of the money in return. That's crazy.
Couldn't happen to a better team, though. See y'all this fall. I will be in the stands.
Will we be having the same conversation in 3 years with Chucky Ducky? Dale?
Possible.
I think if the Saints are this bad this year, we'll be having this conversation around the same time next year, welcoming the new Saints QB.
Yeah, he doesn't have that first round magic dust, so
Saints ain't slick. They still trying to cue it up for Arch. All right, fellas. Shout outs for tonight.
Shout out to you, fellas. Like, share, subscribe.
check out STWF TV reviews. We're gonna be going over the Hulk Hogan Real American Netflix docu-series.
You know what I'm talking about, Ming Jing?
That's right. Check us out.
Ming Jing. Shout
out to She, Mike, Kendall Harris, 422, Wizzo, and Breathe. Like I always forgot anybody. Our bad. Jake, got any shout outs?
Nah, can't think of nobody.
Shout out to Dre Beats.
I need a fucking refund.
He sounded like Mike there a little bit. That's our sign off.
Send me Sosa.
Thanks for watching our show. Remember to subscribe for more shows on the network. Smash the like button, share, and comment.